This game started out at Energy Depot, a place where I died more times than I would willingly admit. Landing on my usual Mozambique made me suspicious that the devs are playing some kind of sick joke on us skill challenge players. But I had no time to dwell on this since other players are actually focused on playing and not finding someone to blame for their failures. I considered the notion that maybe that was the reason they were better than me. But then the fighting began and there was no time to come to a healthy conclusion. What a shame. I spotted the enemy and opened fire. Ah, looting before healing, are you? This was my kind of lobby. A quick knock gave me courage to charge forward. I ran into a Valkyrie with a severe tunnel vision problem, and so we came out of the first fight with 2 undeserved kills. While we thought the fight was over, Caustic spotted a rat, and the chase began. Caustic refused to give up on the chance to get an easy kill, and I respected that sentiment. The pursuit led us to Golden Gardens, where a full-blown fight was taking place. I got to this party late, just as Caustic became the life of the party, or should I say, death of the party. The gas flushed out the enemy, and we took care of them. But then Caustic went down and I rushed to his aid, only to realize I can't see a thing through this gas. So I opened fire anyway and got hit in the back. Did I mention that I hate fuse? I crawled to the corner to sit and think about my actions and how I probably lost us this game. But then Pathfinder clutched and saved me the humiliation. Not only that, but he also picked me up before looting. This warmed my heart, and I promised myself I would give it everything I can to make sure we win this game. I quickly healed up and went through the boxes to try to find a mobile respawn beacon, but there was none to be found, so I went for the nearest one as fast as I could, hoping that Caustic stays with us. Now that the squad was back together, we looted up and moved on to Growth Towers, where once again Caustic spotted the enemy way before me. To be honest, I didn't see anyone there, but he insisted. He pinged once again and charged forward by himself. Pathfinder and I wasn't so keen on leaving the high ground we had, but eventually we followed. Once I remembered how to climb, I hurried up after them. Now that the enemy was in sight, the fight began. I circled the gas cloud and got one enemy from the back while they were fighting someone else. Hey, a kill is a kill, alright? I barely finished my looting when my teammates got into another fight. All the pinging had me more confused than my usual state. Bullets were flying everywhere around me. I carefully approached just to have a massive jump scare in the form of a ninja lifeline sliding towards me. Somehow I managed to take her out, but this fight was far from over. I healed up and went back in. I spotted the enemy and I missed every shot. At that point, I told myself it was too far away. I just needed to get closer to hit my shots, so I did. The result was horrifying. Not only I couldn't hit a single shot, I was also attacked by a million grenades and a knuckle cluster. Oh god, I hate Fuse. Once the attack was over, I hid behind a rock to heal and considered uninstalling this game. Five squads left, with round 4 about to close. This was going to be a bloodbath. Caustic pinged more enemies and I felt trapped. I thought about making this rock my new home and staying here until we come down to the final 2. But then I remembered I promised myself to do whatever I can to win this game. So I pulled myself together. The sound of a dropship caught my attention and I rushed over to help Pathfinder. I took position and looked for the enemy. To my horror, I saw that they respawned Fuse. I couldn't allow him to run around spamming his tactical. He goes back to the lobby right now. I retreated for a quick heal while teammates finished off Fuse. To be honest, I had no idea where were the other squads. I had no idea how many people are left. I was clueless, which was the usual state for me. So I followed Caustic's pings. I took a moment to close the door to make sure no one surprises us from behind. Round 5 was about to close and still 5 squads left. And I still had no idea where everyone was. But I did know some people would have to reposition before the ring closes. This was my chance to catch them in the open. As I suspected, it wasn't long before they started to move. First, the Revenant. He used his tactical and got away. But then, Lifeline came out. With no movement abilities, she would be an easy kill. Even for me. But then, something unexpected happened. Revenant came back for Lifeline even though there was no remaining respawn beacons in the ring. And with that kill, 2 important things happened. 5 squads became 4 and I became the kill leader, which said more about the other people in this lobby than about me. But I had no time to celebrate this shady achievement because right then, Caustic went down. I made it back just in time to farm some damage. And after uselessly messing around with the door, I took the opportunity to steal another kill. Still 4 squads left with round 5 closing. This was the slowest dying lobby ever. Even people in the same squad came at us one by one. This felt like easy mode. I guess the matchmaker finally figured out my skill level. I took a moment to appreciate Caustic's work of art. After taking too long to decide what to take from the box, hey, don't judge me, shopping is hard. I was late to the party once again. After a failed kill steal, I went around the building, just realizing how disoriented I really was. Half the time I had no idea what was going on around me. Just imagine how many more kills I could steal if I had just paid more attention. Final 2 and Caustic started pinging like crazy. We were being third-partied. Oh, you want me to close this door for you? There you go, buddy. With the final ring about to close, the last fight was going to happen right here, right now. I went all in just to discover Sheila was waiting for me. Well, as it just happens, I also have a Sheila. It was time to find out who was the better rampart of the two of us. I took position, set up shop, and opened fire. Well, so here's your answer. I can take out the final squad by myself, but I need a really, really, really big gun for this.